The question I've been asking is, why didn't we save ourselves when we had the chance?
Today, The Guardian is helping to launch 1010, a major new climate campaign that asks individuals, businesses and organisations of all kinds to try to cut their carbon emissions by 10% in 2010. The beauty of 1010 is that it's both achievable and meaningful. Wow.
The problem with the history of international climate negotiations is everybody blames each other. It's a complete stalemate. America says it's China, China says it's India, and nothing ever happens. So if the UK just takes that step forward and goes, we're one of the worst countries, we're one of the biggest polluters, we're just going to start doing what's right, it could potentially break the deadlock and mean that the deal that does come out of Copenhagen in December is as strong as the science says. This is actually a win-lose situation. Either we keep the planet habitable or we don't.
Here today, we are hopefully going to have 5,000 people come and sign up to 1010. So mass public event, advertising The Sun, The Guardian.
It's a very simple idea. The aim is firstly to get individuals, businesses, schools, companies, football clubs in the UK all to commit to cutting 10% of their emissions next year. And to be honest, the first 10% is easy.
For an individual, 10% is at the level of lagging your loft, using your electricity more efficiently and making sure that you turn the heating down a bit.
It's the changing your light bulbs, using your car a bit less, flying a bit less.
1010 is not about complicated measurement, it's not about carbon calculators, it's about doing the quick, easy things that will actually make a significant difference in your life.
The 1010 website went live at about 4 o'clock this morning after various trials and tribulations. It's had loads of traffic, it's been whooshing up there, and it looks like it's just levelling off for the day.
I'm just trying to keep on top of all the social media, so I'm doing the Twitter account at the moment, and I'm doing the Facebook account, and YouTube and bits and bobs like that, so I'm going to go around and keep everyone up to date with what's going on.
Okay, well the problem is that we've got to man these three entrances around the Tate.
So there's the Jeff Moore photograph from the bridge.
It is looking absolutely beautiful. It's just missing one very important element, which is huge crowds of people ready to sign up. Are the people of the world going to get together and solve climate change or not? I mean, at the moment it has been not for the last 20 years. So us thinking that we can spin that round on the spot in one day with one Guardian front cover, it's quite ambitious. That's so funny.
Okay. Yeah.
That's Tom. He hasn't slept for 3 days.
We've been spending the last few days non-stop trying to turn the internet application for taking sign-ups into a offline application on the desktop because there's no internet here. But now I'm getting really anal about these massive screens because the pink is a completely different pink to the rest of the pink, and I'm just a really anal person, and I'm going to have to go and complain about that to someone.
And what happens when they sign up?
When they sign up, it goes to, it doesn't go live straight away.
What happens to their life?
To their life? They come, I don't know what does happen to their life.
It's incredibly exciting and completely bloody terrifying. It feels a bit like jumping out of a plane and not knowing whether you got a parachute or not, especially because of her, the biggest problem. But I mean, it's completely thrilling seeing the first people standing there waiting to sign. I think they're real people. I don't think they're marks that we've heard it in. It might be Franny's best mates, but as far as I'm aware, I think they're real, actual people.
We were reading The Guardian and we decided it was a fantastic cause, and so we jumped on a train and we came out for the day.
What we're going to be providing at the Tate Modern from launch onwards is a checklist. Stick it to your fridge, and once you've ticked the 10 things on there, and there are a number of different ways to achieve them, then you know that you're almost certainly going to have gone beyond 10%.
I think a lot of people really struggle with the knowledge of what to do. So somebody presenting that knowledge to you and going, this is what you can do, and it's really easy, I think it's a really good thing.
We're going to be taking a lot more holidays which are local.
I'm all for giving my support to something that's going to prolong our life on the planet.
It's difficult because I feel like I've done quite a lot already, but I still do fly too much, so I'm going to fly less.
Although I cycle and do all that kind of stuff, I'm clearly not doing enough.
I think we should all be doing more than 10%. We should be doing a whole lot more than that, actually.
Oops. We're from Guys and St Thomas's NHS Foundation Trust. We have over 10,000 staff. We'll be reducing our CO2 emissions by over 10,000 tonnes in 2010.
And once we've got a big enough critical mass, then we're going to go to the government and we're going to say, look, the people are ready, the people are going to cut theirs, now what are you going to do?
Okay, if you've got a green wristband, can you please join the people with the green wristband? Can you put your hands up if you've got green?
All the old adages about one person not being able to make a difference, that's all bollocks.
Evening, everybody. Great evening. I really would just want to say three things. Firstly, I became involved in trying to understand how the planet works in the early 1980s. And really, I've watched the story of climate change emerge over those nearly 30 years now. And so the first point I want to make is that the evidence for climate change, whatever you may have heard, is very, very strong indeed. The climate community, the people, the experts who study the planet are convinced that humans are the dominant driving force of current climate change, and that by provoking the climate system, there is a risk that will interrupt food supplies, water supplies, all of the things that we've grown to rely on with what has been a relatively stable climate over the last few thousand years. Now, the second thing is that solutions are out there, technical solutions and social solutions. We don't have them all yet, but we know that we can assemble a set of solutions that will mitigate climate change, prevent us having to adapt or remediate the climate system. But we have to marshal our efforts to put them in place, and we've not been doing very well at that. Now, the Copenhagen Climate Conference, where your democratically elected negotiators will be negotiating on our behalf to try and get an international agreement that will prevent dangerous climate change, is happening soon. And so what better time than to make a statement, a personal statement, an institutional statement, a public statement about our support and our concern for the future. So that's why the Science Museum is strongly supporting 1010 for galvanizing public support, and then Ed Miliband and the team will be in that much of a stronger position to negotiate a good agreement in Copenhagen. But for us, 1010 is something that's very valuable, and that's why we're supporting it. Thank you very much.
Ed, can you hear us?
I can. How are you, Tony?
So where are you, Ed? Where are you, and what are you doing?
I'm actually at an airport, which I probably shouldn't admit to you, but I'm on my way from Calcutta to Delhi, having just been in Bangladesh earlier today and seeing the effects of climate change. But can I just add congratulations to you on 1010?
And are you going to sign up yourself, Ed?
I'm definitely signing up myself, and I'm definitely going to tick the boxes and do everything you tell me, basically.
Well, I've heard a rumour that the Tory front bench is all signing up tomorrow, so you better move fast.
I promise you I will sign up.
Well, it's great, Ed, that you're going to sign up personally, but obviously what we really want you to do is commit the country to massive emission cuts, and we're going to get back to you on that. Once we've mobilised the whole country, we're going to get back to you on that one, okay?
I felt, Tony, that this conversation wouldn't be complete without an ambush of some kind, even on the phone. So, as you know, we have a transition plan to cut our emissions by 34% by 2020, and we want to do more. So, I look forward to talking to you about that.
Okay, I'm just going to give you a response from the crowd. What do we think of that, everybody? Medium warm. Okay, thanks, Ed. See ya.
Every campaign's looking for the Make Poverty History wristband, and what we wanted to do was come up with something that was genuinely sustainable and really symbolised the problem and the solution all in one.
One of the things we're going to have to do a lot less of in the future is flying. So I think there's a nice symbolism that that plane is now out of the sky, not flying, and it's around the necks of hundreds of thousands of people. Woo!
Everybody who came before us didn't know about this problem. Everybody that comes after us, it'll be too late for them to do anything about it. So it does it does come down to us. And other generations that came before us did manage to overturn slavery, or end apartheid, or land on the moon, or win the vote for women, or whatever, and it is clear that this is what we have to do. This is how we're going to be remembered. And what's at stake is all of life on Earth. So please, I really hope that you all agree that it is worth giving it a go all together. Thank you very much.
Now, just to say that if you all go out, bearing in mind the name of this campaign, if you all go out and get 10 people tomorrow to sign up to 1010 and get them to sign up on Friday, another 10 people, by next Tuesday, the entire planet will have signed up. So we'll have won. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and good night. God bless.
Yeah.